Hello and welcome to another Watcher of Realms video, and in this video we are going to be doing some summons, and it is for the new character Eirlys, or Eirlys. I'm not really sure how you're meant to pronounce her name, but Eirlys. There's a lot of characters that sound very similar at the moment as well. Cool new character, rarely kind of excited about a healer, but this healer actually looks pretty good. Got a lot going on in their kit. As you can see, some damage reduction, which is always nice. Also some rage going around, and of course being a healer as well, you know, getting some heals out, which is obviously great. I'm going to claim my Drake's Chasm rewards. We have got Nightmare 4 rewards. Let's see if we can get some diamonds and maybe a summon. Lovely. That's kind of what you want as the minimum. Let's see if we can get a gold chest in here. No gold chest. We will get the summon though, which is good. No diamonds. Okay, fine. But we get the summons. And I did use a fair bit of summons recently on Narissa and Vaughn. So I am down on the blue summons. We're going to have to dip into the diamonds. Now, I did talk about this a little bit on a previous stream. And I said I probably won't go for Diaochan. I'm just going to go straight into the Eirlys banner. But it actually makes sense to do the kind of pity switching. It just makes sense to just try and get the character. I do have to check how far into pity I am. 10, basically, okay. 15 into pity. Nothing too crazy. So we're just going to keep going on this banner. And when we get to around about, I'm going to do it early, 100 and say 20 or 110. I'm going to switch. And then I'm going to get to, 190. And then we'll switch again. And that way, at least I'm just building up pity for something that is worthwhile. I do not need Diaochan. It would be an A2 for me. And I think Diaochan is mainly A0 and A1. A2 is just 300 attack. So that it would only affect her heals a little bit. Because she's an attack-based healer. And also, actually, it would affect her inspiration, because she would give, I think it's a percentage of her attack as attack to other characters within her inspiration, but the percentage of 300 is not going to be too much. It's not going to be too much at all. We are 50 in, I believe, or 60 in. I think I started with 62 and we have got 12, so okay, this is 60. I said I was going to get to around about 100, 110. We're not going to full risk it, because I have seen on these limiteds where the characters popped out like 10 or 20 early on a regular basis. It's very peculiar. Very peculiar. And I do not want to get, air quotes, lucky on this banner. The whole point of pulling here is to, I think we'll do 30 more. We'll just do 100 and 100, effectively. 30 or 40 more. It'll be 100 and then 90. So yeah, we'll do 2 more 10s. And hopefully we don't get it. Another character that I really want, other than this Eirlys, is going to be Draylin. If I can get really lucky on an off-banner Draylin, I'll definitely take. So we're definitely going to roll the dice twice on the other banner, because I'm going to switch now. We're going to come back and build up some pity. Switch again, come back and get Diaochan. And then I'll decide if I want to go in again. So I'll switch now. It's not double rates or anything like that. It is just the normal 20 times. No 2 times or anything. Yeah, we're going to use diamonds. I understand. We'll be getting some diamonds back from all these blues. And there's a double event, as you can see. That is actually my auto as well, so I'm getting triple points. There's an event, an Oracle's Trial, plus I must be spending energy, because I'm getting artifact points, and that's from doing stages. Okay, so we're around about 120 in, 130 in, and I was already 15 in. So max 50 more. If we can get a little bit early though, would be nice. And if we got her off the first one, I mean, I'm gonna roll the dice twice no matter what. It just feels worth it if I'm gonna build up pity. Maybe an A1. I've not even checked what her A1 does. The new characters, I don't normally check their awakenings too much because the likeliness I'm gonna get awakenings is extremely small. Getting the characters the main thing. Okay, I don't think we hit super early. If it was maybe 10 or 20. But I'll take it. And it's funny, I said it. 10 or 20 early. So, yeah. Who are we going to get? Who's it going to be? It's going to be a Beelzebub. Actually, not a bad pull. I think that is an A1. I'll check out what the A1 does in a second. I'm pretty sure that's an A1. The vulnerability, magic damage, inflict. I mean, that's good. That's good. I think that at best it's an A2. I don't think I've managed to get more than 2 of him in the past, but I'm pretty sure I've only ever got 1. That's not a bad summon. It would increase the rates of me getting Eirlys when I come back after another 90 summons on this banner. So we'll get to 90 on here. This is gonna make me feel good. Oh, the limiteds always do feel good. It's just expensive to do this. It's just a little expensive to do this. Because you have to go in on the other banner twice. And you may only want to pull 1 legendary. You may want to only pull 1. Okay, that's 30. I have to kind of do mental records. We do not want to hit the guaranteed. Otherwise we lose our pity. We lose the pity. We'll back out after another 20 pulls. Just to make sure we're on the right track. I was actually hoping that they would no longer do these limited returns where it was a specific character. And instead, forever did the pick your previous character kind of thing. The only downside of the pick your previous character is they wouldn't have a themed event around the character that was returning. Which they have done with Diaochan. I believe. It isn't a major event, but it's a mini event. There's a login calendar and stuff. That would be the only downside, I guess. And that could hurt with like branding for them and so on and so forth. But it would mean that every time one returned, someone would generally pick one of the characters to do. You know? And some characters just have never returned pretty much. And they're probably never going to do a themed weekend for a Captain Reeve again anyway. So maybe if they alternated, like they do a particular character one time, like Diaochan now, and then we get early. That is actually bad, regardless if it's her or not. If I'd actually prefer it not to be her. Draining would be really good. Draining would be peak luck. That's actually hilarious because Eirlys is the second character on the other banner. That is hilarious. I'm not sure if does that. Do you think that resets? Do you think that reset? There's no indication. Do you think that resets my rate up on the other banner? Because I got Eirlys? How randomly lucky or unlucky was that? That could reset my, like, rate up. We'll still roll the dice on the other banner. I've got a lot of diamonds. And we'll do singles here. We'll skip all this. Thankfully, I've turned off the voice. When you do singles, they give you a nice little voice line. And while it was interesting, it was also very overwhelming when you're doing lots of singles. 4 more. Can I do it? Yeah, nice. That is so random that I got an Eirlys. Like, if it was another character and not an Eirlys, I wouldn't even think about it potentially resetting my hero situation. Because I remember someone telling me that between the 2 banners, like between Divine and this, they share. So if I was to put an Eirlys here and I was to switch back, it wouldn't continue. Do these share? Because if they do, that's ridiculous. Did I have a better chance of getting Eirlys on that other banner because I don't know. We just don't know how it works. They're not really too transparent on that, and there's no visual indication, like I say. We will try and get, like I said, another legendary here. I might use some divines too. We'll see. Because I don't want to dip too much into my diamonds. If I can help it. So we're about 50 or 60 into pity now. If I can get it before 100. It's always nice when you get one before 100. There we go. And if this is Eirlys, we're done. We're done. I'll do a single pull for Diaochan and we are done and dusted. It'd be very nice. It's going to be a Reginald. Why have I got a Reginald in my head? It's Regulus, but it is a Regulus. I think that's A1 Regulus. Okay, when we go to Awaken, when morale is activated, it inflicts defense increase on allies in range. I think that's his ultimate, which I guess is pretty good. So we'll go back and do the single. I think it's shared. You know, it's stupid, but I think it's shared. She has got a nice video. I think this was one of my favorite Once Upon a Time. I think the visuals in terms of like what's happening is nice, but I really like the style of the Neza and Elowyn videos. The style is really good. Okay, do we go back and potentially we potentially would. Okay, we go to that down to 40k diamonds. I'm gonna get a bunch of diamonds back. We'll go for one more legendary here. I will skip the non-epic pulls. There isn't any epics that I need, but it's always nice to see the turn. There we go. This is. I guess my argument for this is I'm working up a lot of points. I'm definitely going to have the event completed. I'll check that afterwards, but unless it's a really high point requirement event, I should be good. Like if it's like a 20,000 point, maybe not. Then again, I'm getting a fair amount of epics, which is pretty good. And if I don't get one here out of the rate ups, I will go to divines and roll the dice there. They did recently do a 2 times 20 times, and it was the same old 2 times 20 times that we've had. Oh, there was an epic in here. It was an epic. There we go. That's early. I think that's within 100, 110 max. I don't think that was too much more than that. I had 57k diamonds, and it's 8.8k for 100k, 100 pulls. Hey, we don't have to do divines. Like, give me your opinion. This is actually very important. That we don't know if the rate up's been removed. Like, I have no idea if that Eirlys removed my bonus for this banner, and I think that's some sort of transparency there would be really good. Even if there's like it says it somewhere in writing, it needs to have a visual indication that you've got a rate up. But we do get the new character, fantastic, and I think I did 100, 7 point something to 49. That's generally 100 pulls, and yeah, I definitely can't complain. I'm gonna save my divines for another day, another legendary, and we should get some nice diamond recoup on the rares that I'll sell. Overall, pretty good. I got 4 legendaries. I got an Eirlys, a Regulus. Did I get 4? Oh no, I got a Beelzebub. So I got Beelzebub, a Regulus, an Eirlys, sorry, for a second, because that was when I went to the other banner and I was going to 200 or 190, and I got it early. Then we switched back and got a Regulus, switched back and got a Diaochan, and then switched back and got an Eirlys. Pretty nice day of summons, for sure. A new character in there. I'll get to tearing her up. Thank you very much for tuning into this video, though, guys. Hopefully you have good luck on your summons. If it's your first or second Diaochan, would highly recommend A0 or A1. Extremely important. Past that, if you're going to be doing a number of summons on the other banner, it could be worth doing what I just did there. So at least your pity is going towards something and you're going to get an extra bonus character out of it. That was my thinking. But like I say, best of luck on your summons. Thank you very much for tuning in. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.